Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your boy Q, and today we have a treat. Something that millions of Americans and people can relate to, okay? The feeling of being overworked and underpaid. And quite frankly, just not appreciated. We're gonna look at firsthand takes of employees expressing their thoughts, their feelings. Let's take a look at this brief story of what happens when you overwork yourself too much.
Be careful with overworking yourself for a job. So this is one of the saddest stories I've ever heard. This chef named Quita Cole worked 7 days a week, overworked, burnt out. She took a nap and never woke up. She said, I'm taking 3 days off. Quita need rest. And she never woke up. With that being said, these jobs don't care about you. You're just an employee. You're just a number. You're just a person filling a slot. Your family, the ones you love, your life outside of work is what's most important. So don't get wrapped up in making money and doing all these different things.
Exactly. Well said. You're just another number. You're just another name. So burnout has become a common topic in today's society when it comes to retail, when it comes to warehouses, when it comes to restaurants. Speaking of warehouses and retail, let's look at this factory right here.
This is how it is when you are overworked. Wow.
Look at them on the floor. Oh my gosh, bro. Wow.
What country is this?
That's crazy, right? What country is this?
Wow.
Wow.
They are overworked.
Looks like a shoe factory or something.
Wow.
And that's right. We go so hard for these companies and we do not get appreciated. We get donuts at the meeting. We get coffee. And it's like, what is that going to do? How about raising the pay? Okay. Employee burnout is real. It's a real thing. Let's listen to this next woman who talks about employee burnout. Okay.
It takes a lot to burn out your best employee, okay? That worker you depend on, that you go to for everything. The moment you burn them out and they realize it, that they're overworked and underpaid, I'm going to pray for that company, because that employee is going to turn into a brand new person. They're not even going to recognize themselves at the end of the day, because they're so tired, they're so overworked. They've been like doing most of the work by themselves and not saying anything, okay? Because they're trying to be a team player. They're trying to do the right thing in their head, right? But now they're tired, now they're exhausted, they haven't seen payoff. There's really nothing that's motivating them to continue to keep doing all that extra stuff. So now they're only going to do the bare minimum. They're going to do whatever is necessary for them to keep that job.
That's
and
right.
The managers are going to start to say, oh, something's going on, is everything okay? And it's like, yeah, everything's just dandy. Okay, I'm doing my job now. I'm not doing the 12 jobs that I've been doing. Okay?
There you go.
For any company that has completely burned out an amazing worker, I'm going to continue to pray for you, because you just lost somebody really, really great, and you guys should have appreciated them when you realized what they were doing.
And that is one of the signs that they're on the way out. This next person has a very interesting take on the philosophy of how long you should stay at a job. Okay, let's listen to her.
The easiest way to stay broke is to stay at a job longer than 5 years. Because the longer you stay somewhere, the more you start confusing familiar with safe. You get used to the same people, routine, paychecks, stress, and being underpaid. So you stop questioning it. I remember leaving jobs and coming back years later and seeing the exact same people still there with the same complaints, the same position, the same mindset, and the same income. And again, this is not judgment, because I completely understand why familiarity feels safe. But guys, safe doesn't always mean good. See, the thing is, a lot of people think that staying at the same company means more money. But most companies have a salary cap, and there's only so much room for growth. Meanwhile, the people who are making the biggest financial jumps are the ones who are willing to leave, negotiate, take calculated risks, and put themselves in rooms that require more from them. Because new environments force you to grow. They force you to learn new skills. They force you to raise your standards. And they also force you to stop seeing yourself as the same person that you were 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The longer you stay where you're underpaid, undervalued, underchallenged, the more you train yourself to believe that this is all you're worth. And that's the real danger.
Woo!
Not the job itself, it's the identity that you built by staying at the job for too long.
She was cooking. That's exactly right. And the more you show them that you'll always be there, is when they start taking advantage of you, where your value drops as an employee. And once you become woke to what's going on, you start realizing your bank account isn't growing anymore. You're doing all of this extra work. You're always tired, too tired to go anywhere on weekends. Let's take a look at this next video, okay?
The moment you realize that your job will never pay you enough to get ahead is when you sit there and you be like, the math ain't mathing. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Every time I get paid, I don't have enough. I got to move things around. I got to borrow money from my mom and them. I got to get a cash advance. I am tired of this. What are you going to do about it? You going to continue to sit up there and make that company rich? Some of y'all been on these jobs 10, 15, 20 years. Girl, you been due for a promotion. You supposed to be the supervisor.
You know
You
what I'm
in
saying?
a community of this buddy system where they only are promoting people that they like
friends.
and that they friends with.
That's
you better
right.
plan your exit strategy and you better get the hell up out of there. And you better come up with a different plan. Y'all, you can literally make an extra $3,000 a month right now posting food videos on social media. You can make an extra $3,000 a month right now posting pet content on social media.
Yep.
You got them fur babies, you got that cat and your dog. Okay, that's part of your expenses too. The job that you work in, you could barely afford dog food and cat food for little Pookie, Bella, and Ray Ray. Baby, you better go get you a new job. You better get into content so that your little Pookie, Ray Ray, and Bella can start eating the real good food. And baby, you start posting videos of that cat and that dog on social media and let that dog get you paid.
Well, there's a will, there's a way. You gotta want it though. So let's take a look at one of the CEO of the Boeing company, okay, who got this substantial amount in his last raise, and he is called out about it. This is funny.
Yes.
Here we go.
What is it that you get paid currently?
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each
I
of the
bet.
years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but
I
what is it?
bet.
It's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's 32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
Good.
Yes, it does.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
You've got 32,000 machinists. These are American workers who work for you. These are Boeing employees in the Pacific Northwest. Well, they got 1% wage increases
Jesus.
over 8 years.
Oh,
1% over 8 years. You got a 45% increase just last year.
woo.
You're making $33 million. Do you think maybe these folks deserve a raise?
Oh, they will definitely get a raise.
Good.
I bet they will. They will definitely get a raise. Yeah, we'll see about that. I hope those folks do get a raise. 1% as opposed to his 45 is diabolical, okay? I don't think I need to say any more. It's evident from what we have seen today that folks are tired. They're tired. They're overworked and underpaid. They're tired of seeing their fellow coworker getting promoted over them when they're working just as hard or harder than they are. So I like to end this video on a lighter note.
Stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
Oh, just a little humor for you guys right there. Oh my gosh, man. We gotta do something to lighten up the mood, to bring joy, because we have to clock in. We have to keep this thing going until our business jumps off, okay? So just a little motivation, man. Just a little laughter right there. But I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. So the real question I want to leave with you guys is that what's going to help improve the workforce? Is it better leadership? Is it better staff? Or is it higher pay? Okay. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, share this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. But without further ado, it's your boy Q. I'm out.
A must, wake up, get to it, ain't nothing about it. The only way to it is to it, no way around it. I'm 40, we cruising like the Caribbean with mileage. I'ma always be solid, I'm a young brother with knowledge. Go do the science, dog. Always I'm like a pilot, dog. Look at my eyes, I'm tired, dog. The time that it takes, I made for the space. Gotta build my empire, dog. I make sales.